Hello. It's Kate, Zencat Vintage, and today we are diving into two thrift stores in Duncan, BC. Right in the door, barely even made it in the store, first thing we see are these Royal Doulton Moorish Gateway teacup and saucer sets. These were priced at $10 each, and upon more investigation later, I really realized that I probably should have taken a closer look at them. That is a rare pattern, and it seems to have pretty good resale value. The plate there with the bears on it was a James Kent Old Foley teddy bear scene. And then these three pieces are actually a version of Delft pottery. I believe it's called polychrome. That's usually the name that comes with the multicolored pieces. And then this teapot, Schönding, Bavaria, was really beautiful. It was in great condition, but they don't resell for that much, surprisingly, for the quality of it. And a trend I was starting to notice at this store right off the bat was the prices have gone up exponentially since the last time I was here. Both surprising and, to be completely honest, a little disappointing right off the bat. This Chinese glass bonsai tree was stunning, and it was priced at $69. Those have resale value, but not a $69 buy-in. Now this particular area is a lot of featured kind of items. They put sort of like vintagey higher price things. This was priced at $15. It's a flower frog. I believe it's by either McMaster or maybe Evangeline, Canadian potters. That cool three-tiered stand was actually a Russian lacquerware piece, but it was priced at $20 or $25. And then this is a little anchor hawking boopy. Very cool. These, those sell all the time. They're super collectible. Everyone loves them. But this one was super scratched. And I did completely gloss over that cool Harrah's casino ashtray. Oh well. This was a very nice little piece of raku I was actually super excited about. It was only $6, kind of a really unique figural shape. Unfortunately, before we'd checked out, I had a closer look at it, and it was in fact broken. Here it looks like someone donated their entire collection of adorable little donkeys and donkey planters. Those aren't the only ones in the store. We do see more. These are fun pieces for all the kitty cat lovers out there. They're made by Van Door, and these guys were made in Japan. Priced a little high, in my opinion. $15 for the one teapot and mug set, and then the other teapot was priced at $8, and the other mug was priced at $2. This is just sort of like a general houseware section. Lots of, as you can see, the mugs and the glassware in this area. They have some dishes and things like that. I honestly wasn't seeing anything too terribly exciting. And by this point, I'm not gonna lie, I was starting to feel a little disheartened, because all the things I was liking were like this piece, broken, priced reasonably but broken, or really, I think, highly priced. Maybe great if you're buying for yourself, but from a reseller perspective, and honestly, I'm a bit of a cheapskate, so I was having a hard time wrapping my head around some of the pricing here, especially since this store used to be a really great price point. This is JAJ Pyrex, the British-made Pyrex, and that casserole was priced at $26. Then this is just assorted. Oh, I think I missed a Starbucks canister back there. Little white canister in the back with a green logo on it. Pretty sure that was a Starbucks one. If it was priced reasonably, could have been worth looking up. Some of the canisters and things do have a good turnover on them. Now these wine glasses, or champagne flutes rather, caught my eye, and they were actually signed, which was cool. They were Da Vinci. I'll throw up a comp, because they weren't too badly priced, but I just couldn't really make myself want to wrap and ship a bunch of champagne flutes, especially when the profit margin wasn't huge. It was respectable. This is their little gallery wall. They had some really interesting artwork, especially this piece. Absolutely stunning, and it was priced at $49. Could have, it was a beautiful piece for $49, but resale perspective, couldn't justify it. You saw there some more donkeys, and there we have Blue Mountain pottery. You're not thrifting in Canada if you don't see some Blue Mountain pottery. Yeah, that piece, I have no idea why I didn't pick that up even. That was a very sweet little piece. It was only $3, and it looked like, probably like that 1930s kind of like Art Deco inspired floral. Yeah, I think I was a little distracted in this first store. I think I was kind of thrown off my game because my expectation was something totally different. But we do find a couple pieces in here. This is the Royal Winton Queen Anne pattern. That's a pattern to look out for. Some of the pieces, they can go for really, really good money. That one was priced at $15 though, and it was heavily crazed. I couldn't buy in for that. And yeah, and see this little mug here. That's a shaving mug. Again, I think it was pretty reasonably priced, and I just completely glazed over it. So shaving mugs, they're interesting. They are worth looking up because there are people who avidly collect them. So when you're out thrifting, be more attentive than I am being right now. That was a nice Royal Doulton set. This piece I pick up and look at. I believe this is probably Evangeline, or I think it's Evangeline. And I put it back. It was $5. I think I was thinking maybe there should be a pair for it being a candle holder, but it was very cool. And for $5, I probably could have done something with that. But these little guys I thought were Belique. They 100% have that Belique look and feel. I didn't see a mark though, and honestly didn't really bother investigating too much more because they had $10 on the set. These little guys, they honestly just looked like they were kind of like a knockoff Joseph's original mice. They were cute, but $5 for the pair. I honestly wasn't too into the color on them and the way they were painted. This little toy drum was very sweet, but at $15, again, just not much I can personally do with that. But a lot of really cool pieces in this store if you're a collector. So I would say it's well worth a visit if you live in the area from a collector's perspective. This little shelf is cool. They have this right next to their main counter, and here my husband is showing me this cute little honey pot. There was a nice little brass elephant key holder there, that cute little trinket set. These were some interesting pieces, but $45 on that vase. And this incredible copper jug was $179. I'm sure someone snatched it up because it was beautiful, but too rich for my blood. I'm just a poor thrifter. And this is their cabinet. Some really cool pieces in here. $25 on those Panther salt and peppers though. And here we are now walking up to our next store. This is the Hospital Auxiliary Thrift Store in Duncan, BC. This is a great little store. This is their little rack outside. I believe this was like $1 rack. So that was cool. And they have some other like assorted goodies. This is ever changing out here. So a quick browse through the plushies because I do love me some plush. You know, a lot of resellers are really getting on board the plush train. There's something to be said for a good quality plush. And entering the store, diving into our first little section here, this is kind of an anything and everything section. It's funny, this little milk glass vase. I've been seeing these everywhere, so I'm highly suspicious, even though it has vintage vibes, that straight cylindrical kind of looking one. I'm thinking it might not be. And the other one was just that like typical classic, you know, sort of slightly, you know, lower end, but very beautiful milk glass bud vase. This was a cool, totally straight out of the 80s Art Deco revival vase. There was actually 2 of them. Kind of had that like Hager look to it. A brand I'm not super familiar with, but. And this is interesting. This is completely a random thing. It's a bunch of patterns for doing like wood cutouts. So in there's ones to do like different like famous characters. I did buy those. Gonna make my husband do some work. These canisters were super cool. They were very chipped up though, otherwise I 100% would have gotten them. These are Baldelli. It's an Italian potter. You saw I put up some comps there for you to see. Some of the pieces do resell for really good money. They are known for that classic white with the red and green band. So something to look out for. Some of the pieces definitely have some good value. And some aren't worth quite as much. Like that cheese shaker that I showed you, I've actually sold myself. I believe I sold it for about 20 bucks. So if you can get it reasonable, they're definitely worth looking into. Yeah, this is just a cool little nook. They have all sorts of different things here, and you might be seeing there's some really good prices on things. You know, like $1 for mugs, 50 cents for glasses. This little cruet set was very sweet. I believe that was priced at $2. It did have some damage on it though, unfortunately. This was a very cool glass. I'll maybe throw up a name because that was an interesting piece, and I did look it up. I've been trying to learn more about clear glass, so. What you see now? Oh, cool. This is the other side of that same shelf. Thought these little dishes were very pretty. They were only $1 each, but I didn't see any markings, so I passed on those.
Yeah, so will like that.
Those caught my eye just because of the color of the glass. I thought that was very interesting. And I can't help it. I really like kitchen storage jars and vessels. So there's that that little cubist pattern. Again, memory is totally failing me. Who makes that? There's a few different makers that make that cubist pattern. Then over here, this is looked primarily like candles in this particular section, but there are other sorts of things on the different shelves. So these were some like, they kind of looked like hobbyist pieces, but they actually had more of like a professional stamp on them. And they have that Ukrainian, I believe it's Ukrainian, red and black patterning. These super cool sun catchers. I thought they were separate. They were actually attached, and I did end up getting those. And they actually gave them both to me for $2. So that was cool. That cactus one is really, really fun. This is, yeah, just a very random little trinket section. Some beauty items, and then some random stuff. I liked this, but the glass was detached, so that did end up staying. And that was all I filmed. So now, please enjoy the haul.